So I'll call the meeting to order, the Conservation Commission, for January 13th, and it is like 5 o'clock.
Indeed, one, yep, close enough. Yeah.
Close enough. I didn't look at my special wash.
Oh, it's fine when you push the button.
So we'll go around the room.
Peter DeLisa.
Chris Picklow,
Deb Mapes.
Lori Pavlos, Nina Regan.
Joe Russo.
Krista May.
Start with minutes from December's meeting. Thank you again, Nina, for running the meeting.
There's a lot to those minutes. I tried to, 7 pages. I apologize for that.
Well, thank you for capturing it all.
I know, yeah, no, the Parks and Rec thing is, I mean, from not being here, you know, it was informative, so yeah.
No, are we officially in the pavilion for the event?
Yes, we are. Yep. I've got more information about that.
Any edits or I mean, yeah, I can't, you know, I wasn't here, so I can't.
Yeah, there's just a typo. I mean, this is not a big deal, but the Conservation Circular and Saybrook Events Magazine, Q3 due August 13th. That must be,
Yeah,
I don't know which one it's supposed to be now. Q1,
big
Q2,
quarter.
second quarter, maybe?
Oh, yeah, I don't have the little.
Like, not a big
front of
deal, I
me,
just
yeah.
noticed it.
Probably be Q2.
Probably, because we're already in Q1.
Yeah, we're already one, yeah,
Right.
so,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know what the due date is, but yeah.
And then it wouldn't be out by. Maybe April? Is it due in April?
Yeah, no, you want to make a note, Krista? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that does look. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes from December 9th?
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
A second.
Okay. All in.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Just raise my hand.
That's right, you gotta speak.
Oh, sorry.
No, everybody's looking down.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And then I'll abstain because I wasn't. here.
Yeah.
I learned you don't have to abstain if you weren't.
I've heard both things, like, you know.
If you read the
looked it
minute,
up.
yeah.
Okay, all right, then
Long as
I
you-
approve.
did
Yeah.
that and everyone was looking why I abstained.
No.
Yeah.
No, you have the information. You
Yeah, my other
can.
board were stricter on that, but yeah, no, I'm fine, because it did, no, it's, I didn't catch any typos and, it's informative.
I think that's only the case if there was a voice conversation that was kept in meeting and not recorded, then you would have to.
Oh, yeah.
But everything's written here, so it doesn't.
All righty, okay, so minutes are approved. Correspondence and announcements. I don't have anything. Lynette's is really under sustainable CT, so I'll just wait. Yep, no announcements and correspondence. And, oh, with election of the inland wetlands. She told me, I think, Peter,
Yeah, it was.
we formally nominate you, right? I think,
Yeah.
is that, yeah,
Right.
yeah, because it's a 2-year?
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, the years just keep rolling by.
I know, I don't, yeah. Like,
Yeah, I
don't
think
know
it's
if I've
gonna be
done it
2.
before, yeah. So I guess it would be, you know, I'll make a motion. It would be making a motion, Krista, I'm looking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I'll make a motion to have Peter DeLisa represent Conservation Commission on the Inland Wetlands and Aquifer Commission.
I second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
I
Peter
opposed.
is-
Lynette called me ahead of time just to make sure I was okay,
Oh.
continuing.
Yeah.
You did that courtesy call, you know?
Yeah, she did. She emailed me.
Yeah.
last month sometime that we needed to do that formally. So since it is an appointment. All right. So let's jump down to the committee, report. So yeah, Peter.
Yeah, it was just a couple of residential things. The biggest issue was a guy putting up like a 40 by 40-foot barn and adding a swimming pool to his property. And he was over the buffer zone, into the buffer zone. And so he was seeking a variance. We haven't voted on it yet.
Yeah, it's been pretty quiet, I think.
Yeah.
So preserve ad hoc. So there hasn't been a meeting for a while, but I don't think there's been anything that we really need to meet about, but it turned out that our meetings, which are the fourth Thursday of the month, which was both Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Right.
And I think, with,
Yeah.
Ray being busy, it's hard to reschedule something at that time of the year anyway. So I'm hoping that we should be meeting the end of this month. Yeah. Hopefully I'll be there, before I go off my little ski trip. But so yeah, nothing to report at all from, the ad hoc committee. Land trust?
They didn't meet. They don't meet.
Okay. Although I was happy to see that, that they got the thing at the racket club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did those things? Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, at least in your minutes, you reported the last time, yeah.
I just ironing something out, but it was, I guess the racket club preferred it and they raised more money. Made a better offer and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that land is
for sale again too, right? Up on the hill.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think he backed out of that deal,
well, it was for sale and then it came down. And I know we talked about it a couple months ago, so, the haunted house, Jessica's house. Call it the haunted house. Take that on the recording. No, I don't know. I haven't heard any, I don't know anybody who would know what was going on, but. Okay, Joe, Parks and Rec.
Yes. So I'll just summarize some of these since you got the details. First, they had the election of officers after the election, so not going to go through all the names, but they seated the new people and said goodbye to the others. And but they still could go to the Christmas party. That was a big thing. So they had an approval for the Harvey's Beach vendor application. That was, they're doing this business for next year now. And then about the beach parking pass, they're gonna add verbiage under it for that says no golf carts or ATVs on the town beach or Harvey Beach properties. They've had an issue, so that passed. Well, let's see. So this one was Ms. Ruker brought up an idea of solving the clearing at the Exchange Club Pond property to build something similar to a lobster pot tree.
Oh.
You may
In
name
the
something.
Christmas,
you
yeah,
got.
Oh, it's a Christmas tree, you mean? Like they do down, and they put lights on it and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have one of those on Main Street in front of that store Swagger. I know.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I
that's
mean?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Used to be Swag, yeah.
So
Yeah.
they consider the gateway, to come in. And so they're going to pick this up next month, but Director Allen's going to speak public works about the pot. I guess that's pretty exciting. So, old business, no report on all parks review. The Harvey's Beach, they have this ongoing where there's a resident who keeps sending a letter about the noise and the people around the vendor, music and where they sit and everything. So they're going to tighten it all up this year. So it's clear to everybody. This is sitting here what the noise level is and stuff. Nothing on strategic plan of parks, kayak, waiting on Selectman Fortuna, preserve update. There's still stewardship, as you know, opportunities. We just want to remind everybody that if you're interested in helping out in the preserve, you can sign up as a student. So, let's see, and they want to get a bicycle pump and rack for the Park and Rec Center behind us. Reports, Oyster River Market was sold. They didn't get it, so actually it wasn't the right
Yeah.
venue for that.
Yeah.
But everybody thanked everybody for their help and work. Then there was the director's report. There was no more action on the dog park. You know, they've been looking for, right now people are using the one over near the
Oh, right.
pickleball court, but they're trying to officially, whether it's there or somewhere, get it well defined. But everybody brings their dogs over there. So, and that was pretty much it. The latest since I had nothing the way previous month I told them that. And one person brought up, one of the new members, about selling, you know, beach hats and t-shirts and Park and Recs. You know, swag as they call it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's it.
Okay, no, thank
Great.
you. Thank you. Informative. Okay, Gateway Commission.
So the Florence Griswold Museum plans to renovate.
Oh,
They're gonna add exhibit space and reconfigure the driveway and landscaping on the side of the building.
That's interesting that that's Gateway Commission.
They're approving,
yeah,
It is
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant River navigable,
I guess
an
it's a
extension of the gateway. Wow,
Where's this?
that's a stretch.
Florence
Florence
Griswold
Griswold Museum.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's pretty close though, in a way.
yeah.
To what? Because it's what you can see from the water is the Gateway Commission, right? I mean, that's the,
Yeah, it's mostly around Connecticut. River.
yeah, it's mostly
Oh,
around the
okay.
Connecticut River.
Yeah.
And it's the visual impact from the water of the property.
Yeah, because actually
So
they're
that's
requiring,
interesting that they're talking about the Lieutenant River as that. That's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah, they're requiring, dark sky compliant lighting and bird safe glass too.
Oh, wow.
And then low luster glass to be used on the west side of the building to prevent sun glare from across the tributary.
No, they're right next to the Audubon Society.
Yeah.
I guess they're gonna have no, but I'm
That's all
being facetious.
being considered, but
Yeah.
that surprised me that was considered part of Gateway.
Because it's pretty large.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. that's
Just in
interesting.
time, you're next.
That was pretty much the major issue. Their, Eversource has submitted an application to replace transmission lines across the Connecticut River between Haddam and East Haddam. And Senator Needleman had requested a more robust review of that application. So that's about it.
We're bopping along here.
What's our last meeting? Did I talk?
December 9th.
Something on that.
You guys did a walk.
Yeah,
You did the walk
Oh,
at
right.
Clark Pond Park. Yeah.
yeah. And we had,
You were having somebody come from the Audubon
right.
Society.
and he talked to us about, it was the same, he did the same presentation at the library that one time. And he basically did the same presentation, but in 25 minutes. And it went really well. And then we made posters afterwards, not the same day, different day, like after school on Friday. And it was just like a Christmas themed party, I guess. And we put on a movie and we made posters about spreading awareness of turning your lights out. And a couple other things, like cats kill 2.4 billion birds. And
Feral cats.
yeah, and so we made posters about like keep your cats indoors. And I think we made 18, and I still have to put them in Main Street. I still have to do that, but I'm in trouble with my later.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it went really good. And we have a stewardship on the 24th, and we're gonna start planning in the greenhouse again.
Oh,
Awesome.
yeah, oh, good.
Very nice.
Yeah, your predecessor, Talia well, the greenhouse started when she was on, and so it's really fun to hear, you guys just continued on, and it's, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no, that's great.
I think that's such a great idea to put the posters on Main Street, the
Mhm.
lights. Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have to just share, it's funny but not funny talking about, birds getting killed. Al and I were just away for Saturday visiting his sister, and we came back Sunday, and, my bird feeder's along the sidewalk, and there's a bird bath there, and, I'm the happy bird keeper here, and there's just this pile of feathers, and we've had marsh hawk. He's discovered that it's very easy pickings to just sit up in the tree and wait for the birds. So he got somebody, so they have not been back. It's funny how
Word is out, huh?
the word, well,
Word is out.
well, there's a
Yeah.
pile of feathers, something I should just probably try to pick them up and whatever, but yeah. I said to my husband, is it just my imagination? He said, no, there are just not as many birds, because they were there when it was cold and tons of birds, and now there's just a few, and anyway.
That happens, all the feeders and stuff,
Yeah.
you always got a bully comes down.
Yeah.
Usually it's a crow, but usually blue jay.
Blue Jay, yeah.
Yeah, and
That's what we
some
have.
just bullies, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't-
And they
they
just
don't eat
are-
the
Yeah, they don't kill the bird.
anybody.
They just take the food.
Well, they
I
fight.
did talk in the cemetery a couple of days ago, so it goes both ways, I guess.
Wow.
You might, yeah, if it was
Wow.
our hawk, who knows?
Your birds might come back.
Yeah, I have to wait, give them the time that, yeah. So, all right, so let's see. So Lynette has, I'm just gonna have to read this, because I didn't have a
Okay.
chance to reread it, on Sustainable Connecticut. To satisfy the Action 3.1, provide watershed education, we'll be submitting an article about rain gardens to the Q1 edition of Events Magazine. Oh. I wonder if she's saying the Q1, it had to have gone in. Water Pollution Control Authority also has a comprehensive rain garden information page on the town website. The Pollinator Pathway website was updated with a list of plants included in the Saybrook Point Pollinator Garden. And Camellia has been given access to our Facebook page to post relevant information to that. So that's sort of all. But yeah, so it looks like, yeah, there was a watershed thing a number of years ago. There was a pledge that, we weren't super active in it. I think we just kind of posted it on our website, but I don't remember the details. So interesting.
And I read somewhere that Carl was actually nominated as a board member for Sustainable C2.
Oh, yes,
Oh,
he was. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is, since we've been silver and gold. Mhm. All right, and I think, still the minutes from last month, a lot of what we're doing is giving points to sustainable with the light pollution, pollinator gardens, stuff. All good. Open space. Oh yeah. So moving on to the land stewardship piece, open space monitoring.
I'm just waiting for Lynette. I need to actually make an appointment with her to see what the next step is. It's all together. It's ready. to
Yeah,
go.
and it's got to. Okay. And pollinator pathway.
Yeah, it's January.
Yeah.
No news. I guess the next thing will be to think about when we should start talking about plans for this year.
Yeah.
So, but definitely not this month.
Yeah. And tree preservation, they had a meeting on Saturday, or just the SOS trees, not the tree committee, but I was not able to go because we were leaving town, but I think it's kind of quiet. They're just planning for their next tree giveaway.
When is that going to be? Do you know?
It's always,
I think it's gonna be
April
April.
usually.
Yeah.
April's like around Earth
it's
Day, I
not,
think.
yeah, around
Just
Earth Day
last year was the same
timeframe.
day as the environmental fair.
Yeah, I know, I was gonna say, yeah, so I
Yeah.
think, they might have a date, I'll check, yeah, I don't think Carolyn sent out notes yet from Saturday's meeting, so. Yeah.
Next year we could have them give away the trees during our event to draw more people.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's room on the side.
That's a thought, yeah. I know they have it down to a science, so to speak, because they do it from the church and they just have everybody drive in and the trees are there. Not that you couldn't come up with a similar thing down at the pavilion space too, but
It would create more of an ambiance to the
Yeah.
whole day, having the trees.
yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, assuming, we'll see how the event goes this year. If it's a big success and a lot of people, we could certainly try to do that. Oh, yeah, no, yeah, so the Q1. I think that really supposed to be Q2. It's due February. I'm sorry, I'm jumped ahead to outreach and education. I'm like moving on.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
I think it is supposed to be Q2 because we would be for mid-April
April
to
to
June
June,
events.
yeah.
Yeah, because I did put in a blurb for our event it should have been in. I know I looked it up. It was just a small piece and the
Oh, right.
came out.
Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, we'll have one more meeting before it's due, but I'm not sure we have anything to put in other than, because it'll be events for mid-April, so we can't do our environmental fair again.
Right.
But it might be, we can keep.
Well, spring
can keep-
migration is April 1st through May.
Yeah, we can
1st.
just continue to
So
hammer that.
for Dark skies.
Yep. We can just keep putting that notice in there. We have all the info. All right, I'll make a note. And I don't think we need to do a circular anytime soon, since we just did one. Yeah. Commission webpage and additional outreach. Have you done any updates to the Facebook page, Amelia?
Oh, no, I actually just
Just
got
got it?
access
Okay.
to it yesterday because Facebook was having some trouble. Well, not with it, it was my account. Anyway, I just got access.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I didn't know how far back. Yeah, because I don't know that there's a lot new right now. I think once we maybe have more information on our fair, we can start putting some stuff up there.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about that for the web page on the town, that the fair should be listed. I just looked at it today. I didn't see it, at least under the commission.
Oh, yeah,
the-
and you know what? Is it on the calendar? Did you happen to look? Because there's.
I looked at the commission calendar, but I didn't go back to the old Saybrook page.
Yeah.
'Cause really, we want it on the old Saybrook page.
Yeah, we want it on
Well,
there. Yeah,
yeah.
and I think it's pretty easy. I think I can do it. I don't think I
With
have to
access.
tell anybody. I'm trying to remember because Jennifer Donahue wrote to me and said, oh, by the way, Chris, you can put stuff here directly. So I'll check. I'll make a
Okay.
note. And if I can't, I'll get in touch with whoever can do it. So the OS calendar, yeah. Because that actually is pretty handy. I think they put little links in it and stuff. so-
Mhm.
Okay. All right, so topic of the quarter. So I'm gonna let you guys drive this because I meant to bring my iPad so I could look at the spreadsheet, but I forgot. We have the date, we know the place.
Yeah, I had a couple things
So,
to
yeah.
say about
So go ahead.
the
Yeah.
place, because we haven't met since I booked it, but I booked it from 8:30 to 2. I assumed that an hour and a half was enough time for setting up and then an hour afterwards, but it's free. If we want it earlier or later, I can change those hours, but that's just what I did. And then I can't remember if I don't think I actually sent out an email about it, but anyway, the tables, I've got the configuration. There's 5 5-foot rectangular tables, 4 5-foot round tables, and 12 3-foot square tables. So a total of 21 tables are available. And the square footage is 1,200, although it doesn't say, and I can ask them at some point, you know, how the layout is, you know, for the length and the width of the building, but that's what we have to work with. The capacity is 90 people standing, 65 seated. So we should be good. And there's plenty of chairs. I think there's 6
Yeah.
back chairs. So,
It's kind of like, I mean, have you been in there?
yeah, I know
Yes,
it's like.
He's been in there.
Like
It's kind
an
of
L.
like a, yeah,
because
it's
of the
kind of like an
kitchen.
L, but a
Yeah.
fat L.
Yeah.
I think it's very movable,
Yeah.
usable space.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
what-
There's a lot of space.
Past when we had other events there, in that L space, you had the entrance where you
Mhm.
checked in, and then you had booths, and then they had seating and people giving presentations then along the wall on the
Oh.
L. And then that little opposite the kitchen, just was all booths, you know, they had tables. and
Yeah.
stuff. That's
Oh,
how they
okay.
usually
Yeah, so they
know.
can go all the way around.
But the seating's in the middle and the bigger, that part of your out there, you know, when you first come in. That's what they typically do. And I don't know, we're not having presenters, right?
Yeah.
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 No, I was
Probably
gonna
do
say, right,
tables all around the whole periphery.
Yeah.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
L configuration of
Yeah, I
tables.
would,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you want to have where people can sit and rest, you gotta have some.
Yeah, you can set a
Yeah,
little
yeah, that's a good idea.
chat area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to have that.
Yeah.
Because people get tired, they're carrying their bags and stuff. Now, is there?
Yeah, and if we had enough tables, maybe we could even have like a few of the round tables with seats around if people wanted to
Yeah,
sit
and
down
you
and
can
take a
even
break.
mix it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there refreshments? Are we gonna provide them?
I think we should do refreshments, but we haven't talked about it yet. We're
Okay.
not to that stage yet. But
Because you have the kitchen.
we do,
Yeah.
yeah. So it'd be very easy
Yeah.
because you have a counter, you just put them out.
Yeah. And the refrigerator.
They do, yeah, actually,
Mm-hmm.
in the contract.
The
It says-
beverage and munchkins.
Let's see, sink, 18 cubic foot refrigerator, microwave, and work counter.
Yep.
Oh, so I assume they have a coffee pot and other things. I can check that out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they might
I think
have-
they must, but we'll check it out. I'll check it out.
I know last year we talked about wanting to have at least a chocolate coffee, whatever, so we could figure out, budget wise.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have something.
So yes, we have a little more than 2 months. So anything else on Vicky Duffy that to add or? Okay,
That's it.
yeah, no, I think it sounds like it would be very workable. I think it was a good decision to sort of
Yeah.
move out of there and start in the cavernous
Yeah.
Yeah.
middle school.
To borrow 5-foot tables from the middle school, have them brought them.
I don't think you're gonna have space even with all the tables that they already got.
Yeah, I mean, if
I
they
mean,
have,
It's pretty crowded.
Or- But I think the round tables we need 1 or 2, but I don't know if anybody's really
Well,
good at playing around.
You know, the round ones, first, like our organization, small one, we just have handouts. It's not that small.
Yeah, it's 5 feet across, so,
It's good size.
and then there's 12,
and the
3-foot
3 foot
table.
square ones, I mean,
Yeah,
for one,
would be,
people that don't need to display as much.
Right, they
Um,
just hang there.
and also those we could put 2 together,
that's
Yeah.
true.
right? So if we ran out of enough space, that would create a lot of big tables.
Yeah, the round ones usually go in the corners because you.
Yeah.
Ah,
Right,
right, that
Yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense, yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
I've seen how they arrange it. So they really work out. I mean, just more efficient use of space.
Okay. Now what about presenters? How far did you guys get? I mean, I looked at your spreadsheet. It's kind of just the same what we had last year, but it doesn't look like we've kind of done any outreach yet, right? Let me look. From the last meeting, did you hone in on any particular? Yes. Because we didn't have, I mean, it was sort of all over the place, not all over the place, but last year we had smattering of exhibitors. Because we didn't get. I do have those.
Have we established the time?
Yeah, 10 to 1.
Alright. The notes from last year, here's the list, but I didn't.
Yeah, and I also, I printed out the spreadsheet, the new spreadsheet. Uh,
Oh, okay. See, I guess I didn't bring it.
Are you looking for spreadsheet notes from last year? 'Cause I have that.
Yeah, or just our notes, but I
Mhm.
think, but I think we all have a pretty good idea, because I think one of them was, some that didn't come. I guess that's what I was getting at, is the ones that we were sort of excited about, but
Right.
couldn't make it. 'Cause, Nina, you had somebody that sounded really interesting, but then they couldn't make it.
Oh, Blue Earth Company.
Oh, yeah.
And Quantum Bio.
Yeah.
Quantum Biopower, they're out of Southington, and they convert the compost into.
Yeah, so it would be neat
Yeah,
to
so
try
I
to
can reach
get,
out to
yeah, that would be great.
That's right, they had the public deposits, yeah.
Yeah, and they actually collect the compost here in Saybrook.
Yeah. Blue Earth. I think I, on my own, just looking at this, I mean, I'm jumping down, but I don't, the deep, I don't know that I'd ask them again. I mean, they presented on Bobcats. It was different animals. I mean, unless we're really short of something, they seemed very willing, but I think we could probably,
Yeah, I think we
Get
talked
somebody
about
else.
not doing any presentations
yeah,
this time.
that's true. And she did do a presentation,
Yeah.
and that was, and she did have a little display of the fur and all that kind of stuff. And, but yeah, I think we could think of other things. I had the folder here from the khaki wick that Francine and I went to, and there wasn't anything there. Sometimes there's like somebody talks or whatever, it like really piques my interest, but our interest, but nobody's. Yeah, there was nothing that really kind of jumped out. The only thing that somebody handed out that I thought was kind of cute, like a little, but I'm thinking, I'm looking this with adult eyes instead of
Mhm.
child's eyes. But this group, this BSC, Build Support, I forget what all they did, but they handed out this little coloring book, Keep Our Environment Clean. And so it's teaching kids, and it's pretty, it's not like elementary, but, a word thing. And so I thought, I don't know if you can get a hold of this, or we can find one somewhere cheap, but it's a kid's thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I grabbed that, just thinking ahead of for our, how many words can you make use? Well, we could even make our own. Make
Yeah,
for the environment. So,
One round table with a pile of coloring books and crayons.
I mean, I think, even the library might have, but I thought, and unfortunately, there's no, I mean, I probably could reach out to this group and find out where they got this, but there's nothing in here that says.
Where it came from.
Yeah. So that looks fun though. One thing that I
Yeah.
found, and the only other thing, this was a really interesting, I'll just pass it around. This was the Pomperaug River Watershed Coalition. And this was just nice information, but again, I mean, to still try to get something like this to try to hand out, but that's just more like somebody takes and reads. I still have magazines left on the wine. Remember, I got the wine magazines about how the wine industry is trying to reduce bottle size and being creative around shipping and all that. I can still put those out. But anyway, I didn't have any other major thoughts. But I don't know, what else? What have you guys thought about as far as, who was here? Who didn't come last time? Peter, you had
I had
some.
two not come. One was the solar guy, and the other was I think it was the person you knew who did advice for homeowners
Yeah.
with ways to improve your home efficiency. Yeah,
That's right.
Did we
Was
also-
he no show or he came?
he called. The one no show with no call or anything was the solar. They were out of East Lyme. And they were concerned that they would be the only solar group. I said, yeah, you would be. It's not a commercially competitive setup. So he liked that idea and then he didn't show.
Yeah, of course. But I'll check with my friend, the entomologist.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he'd probably be available.
Okay,
But I'll
all
see
right.
his schedule, but he'll be happy to help. And you can plug them in anywhere. And then, of
Yeah.
course, our coalition, the
Yeah.
Saybrook will be
Mhm.
there.
Mhm.
So I don't know if you have me on the listing, but you can add us.
Yeah, and I'm sure,
Our entomologist is on the, Fenwood
Right, on the board.
committee with you.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
great.
you know Ed.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Mhm.
great. So yeah, do we want to keep like the same categories and kind of organize it the same way that we had last year? Plant, solid waste, alternative energy, land conservation and wildlife, environmental careers add-on. Yeah.
There's a
Oh, wait,
source on
alternate-
here,
did I
by the
miss
way.
one?
There's no website, but it says Coloring
whatever.
Book Solutions LLC.
yeah, and
Okay.
very fine print.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I saw this and I
Yeah.
stopped reading.
yeah. That's
I'm
right.
really bad about doing stuff like that. All right. Common Book Solution. There we go.
You might find a website when you.
So yeah, I mean, do we want to start with this list?
Yeah.
And just decide if there's any ones we don't want to
I
include?
thought we decided not to categorize them. I did, last meeting, I thought we were, because I think we were
In terms of
trying
when we
Where-
organize them, right?
where they
Around
go,
the room.
around the
Yeah,
right.
right. Yeah.
We're just
Yeah.
gonna scatter them wherever they, yeah. It's small enough there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the feeling in the gym that you had to do something to organize it.
Right, it did, yeah.
It's not the case down there.
Yeah. But just in terms of our organization, we want to have the same categories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, to have at least,
Yeah.
right, alternative energy, yeah.
Did the garden club, was the garden club there last year? Did we?
Yes,
invite them?
Diana
They
was
were.
there, yeah.
We were
Okay.
giving away plants, little baby plants.
Oh.
I think the ones giving away
Yeah.
plants, right?
They,
Yeah.
they just weren't on the list or I missed them somehow, so just wanted to make sure we included them. Saybrook.
And the community garden people over there too, right?
That's right. Oh, they were the ones I think giving. away
Yeah,
plants.
the common good.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, they had all those plants. That was really
Yeah, no, I
great.
think
I
it'd be
like
great
that.
to invite them because again, we're assuming it's a whole new audience and if we have any repeats, that'll be good too.
Yeah, so you'll find Coloring Book Solutions. They've got a
Ah,
whole setup.
Okay.
But,
even adult coloring book.
yeah,
Alrighty.
So I think last year we had on the list Buy Nothing, but I don't think we got a contact for Buy Nothing. Is there a local contact for Buy Nothing? I haven't looked into it.
What was Buy Nothing? It was at the,
It's that organization that.
It's a Facebook group.
Oh, it's a Facebook group. Oh, okay. Okay. So
So
not an actual
if you have
organization.
oh, like a.
I mean, it's kind of like the, whatever they call the Rotary
Mhm.
thing, so.
I still call it the free table, but yeah, it's.
Right.
Yeah.
changed.
But this is direct, you know, you
Oh.
have, like I should, I don't know stuff, but, you know, if I wanted a crib for my grandson, I could put it out and say, I'd like, does anybody have a crib?
Mm-hmm.
And people will just say, you know, come by and pick it up. I have one in my basement. You know, it's a very direct.
Yeah.
I had
Oh.
like an electric toothbrush. That we got like a package of 2 and one of ours was still good, but we had 2, so
Mhm.
we gave, I thought, I don't know, maybe someone, and sure enough, she came by within minutes. So, you know, it's a neat,
Hmm.
the idea or it's just, like making sure that people know about the transfer station
Mhm.
Right,
facility there.
right.
Most people know
Oh,
about it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, one of the reuse.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like reuse.
Everyone doesn't need.
Yeah.
I don't even know, I don't know, along the same lines would be some libraries are renting out different kinds of
Oh,
things.
yeah.
Not for, you know.
Yes.
Power
Lending,
loading.
lending
Yeah.
tools.
Oh.
Right.
So there are these, that's like a whole category of,
Mhm.
you know, consuming less, using more.
Right.
Well,
I mean,
if
maybe
nothing
even if we
else-
had a resource that listed all those things.
That's what I'm thinking, just that. Yeah. if we
Yeah.
did A little bit of legwork and just created the
created a
list.
resource.
There are a lot of different things people can do, even just, again, there's the, what's a place in Deep River that you can take stuff and all the money goes to the
bird sanctuary.
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
Those
Rainforest. Yeah, it's a funny name. Pandemonium.
That's
Ah, so it is this listing, you know, the estuary store,
Right.
you know, that loves taking different things.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my, I've given them so much of my mom's stuff. It's been great.
Jewelry and yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right, no, let's do that. I think that is just an informational page that does a lot of good to reduce the landfill. Um,
So for lights out, it seems like we could either have lights out themselves or Connecticut Audubon also has that information. Do we have a,
Great to have Connecticut Audubon. We didn't have.
yeah, we didn't
I
have
was
them
gonna
last time.
say, I don't think we
Yeah.
have. So yeah, I
Because it
think
was
we-
Earth Day.
Yes,
It'd be
that-
great to-
yeah.
it'd be great.
Yeah.
I imagine that would be a good presenter.
Yeah,
that, you
yeah.
know, you'd like to be out there and.
Right.
were they down on our list? for
Yeah,
content?
they're on our list. They're, Andrew is one for.
Who is the speaker?
Sorry,
First guy.
here he- Yeah, here he is. Sorry, it's so
Oh, yeah.
small. Yeah, it
Oh,
looks like we
okay.
got
Well,
in
we
touch,
have-
but they
okay,
weren't
so
able
it's
to
on
do
our
it.
thing.
So it's on our list, yeah.
Okay.
That's where you go.
I don't remember. He gave a very good talk and he's always available.
Guy, the Audubon?
Who's that?
Sorry, missed
I
it.
am not,
Yeah.
I was asking if it was the Audubon. I remember he spoke at the Acton Library.
Oh, that was I think that was, at least one of the talks was, Craig from Light Dark Skies, but maybe there was another talk at
No,
Acton. I think there've been two.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
This one.
And this one was the Audubon
Yeah.
with the birds
I
and
think so.
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty sure.
yeah.
He was good and he always said he's available
Mm.
for, so he'd be good to have a booth and talk to
Mhm,
people
mhm.
about. He had a lot of good information.
We could check with, the library.
Yeah,
with,
I could ask at the library.
Joe, Atwater, and I have his email. Water.
Oh,
There you go.
great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's right over in Old Mine. That they have an office there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also the extension service, right?
Mhm.
Can send people,
You may be right.
new gardeners and all that, but extension has a lot of things that are germane to what we're doing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Master gardening?
That's one thing, but there's other things that come out of there too.
Yeah, they have other programs.
And even just publicizing soil
Oh,
testing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the helpful one?
I don't remember his first name.
Oh, David and,
David.
yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, what about, they just disappeared, where are they?
Yeah, he had a health issue. So yeah, I don't know how he is, but, and what's his wife? Danielle. Danielle,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, he did have a major
Oh.
health issue last year.
yeah.
Early on, I think, may not be be able to participate.
Yeah, I mean,
We can check.
we could find out, yeah.
Yeah, because you kind of.
Yeah.
His wife, they both do it,
Yeah.
right?
So wait, so that would be representing,
The
the
garden.
master gardeners?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
But Peter, you were suggesting that there's something broader than the master gardeners, the
Oh, there
extension?
are other, we ought
They
to
have programs.
see what they have going on there, yeah.
But in terms of like if getting who to represent, that would cover all of the different programs, like the soil testing and whatever, would Connecticut Master Gardeners cover it all?
By virtue
The
of,
extension stuff?
they might, I mean,
Yeah.
we'd have to know who the person is and ask them.
You had the group from UConn, right? For,
Yeah, there was,
Yeah,
there was a guy
because
from
that-
UConn
they
who
were-
did
we ended up giving a course for her
Well,
right
he
after.
did the he talked about wells, because remember.
Well,
we
the
talked-
two women that came, that were there. Remember, one was British, but they were both from the Yukon Extension,
Mhm,
but
mhm.
Essex, whatever their office.
Oh,
But they were good, and they followed up with me. We met them at Ed and I, and then we gave a course.
Oh,
For credits for the master gardeners. They have to do so many courses.
Right,
here.
right.
So they liked it. They're gonna have us do it again this year. So they may be a resource to talk to. I'd have to dig up their names, but
Okay, yeah, maybe. So they are with Connecticut Master Gardeners.
they're the extension service that connects to the master
Oh,
gardener.
okay.
They run the program of courses.
Oh,
Because
okay.
master gardeners have to get credits
Oh.
every year to stay a master gardener.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You become a regular gardener. That's how it works.
Masterless gardener.
They don't have a doctor gardener. A master.
They have a grant, like, what is it? Because I think, isn't Bonnie's like one level up from a master gardener. I thought.
Was it like a black belt of gardening?
I don't know what they.
Screen belt though.
Right.
There you go. Well, let's see, I'm just looking at, got like 10 minutes or so. Do we want to, if we update the spreadsheet, well, I think all it has all the contact info and maybe like some that we need to put in there, like if Joe, you figure out who these extension service people
Yeah, I
are.
can give you a name.
And then, should we just start volunteering who we'll contact? And like some of us have, more, connection to some of these people than others. Because, yeah, we need
Yeah.
to start doing that.
Yeah.
What's the status of the follow-up letter? That we send them after they say we'll do it? Information sheet. Remember we had that?
Yeah, I think we're not at that stage yet,
Okay.
because we're still
No,
getting
but I
out the
saw
initial
your
letter.
I mean, I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
And
that was,
some ideas.
Oh, yeah.
So now that we've got the, I don't think we even knew we had the doing at the time, but now we do, now we know.
Yeah.
you can change.
So.
And I had a couple of ideas. I'm sorry, I didn't send them to you, but I don't know, should I run it by the group or just give them to you? Like there just was,
Any improvements are welcome.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, on the tables, you'll provide it with an 8x8
so this is
space.
different.
Yeah, we
It's different.
Say that. We're
Yeah.
just not gonna.
I don't know if we want to say anything or not about that.
No, I think we should just
say-
about the lovely facility that we're.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the
Forget about what we're gonna
tables.
tell, but we're gonna give them.
And if they ask, yeah, there you go.
I mean, we could say that
Could be a tiny table,
the
but.
tables will be available.
Yeah, yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just write this on my little notes and give it to you.
Yeah.
I might see if, well, because I have a connection, well, although he's not the president of the Rotary anymore. But now I might see if the Rotary, because they always set up, tables at the art fair and stuff, if they would do in-kind hot chocolate stuff,
Oh.
or the Lions Club. So
Yeah, that would
I'll
be
ask
really
them.
nice.
There's Joanna.
Yeah, I'll do that,
Okay.
because that would be.
That'd be great, yeah.
We'll end up spending money on the signs and stuff like, and some printing or whatever, so.
And she has a sidekick. I have there also. If you want it, but she can reach out to her, Jacqueline, as when they came with her last.
Well, I'd be happy to, I mean, I don't know if we're trying to, oops, did I do something? I'm sorry.
Set it off because.
Okay, right. Okay. Can I get this from you after? I wrote down Joanna Woodard, but I'll get the rest afterwards, so I don't. Okay, great, thank you. Anyway, I don't know if we're trying to call the same people we did before, but I'd be happy to reach out to some of the plant people.
I can reach out to people I did.
Okay, you did
Last
the
year.
plant people.
Well,
last
yeah,
year,
and I
right?
don't think
So,
I did
yeah.
a lot, so I'll
Okay.
just fill in gaps with, whoever.
Okay, so
whatever
yeah, I reached out to
ideas.
the lights out people last year, and then I was reaching out to some that we ended up not using, like a lot of the wildlife kinds of things we decided not to do.
Yeah.
So, but I could reach out to the Audubon guy.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Who was the seed person? Remember somebody was giving out seeds that
I
was
think Common Good
popular.
was giving out.
Yeah.
seeds and bags of
Mm.
Common Good garden.
Yeah,
Yeah, people really like that.
yeah, they were giving out the
I'd
little
love to get a.
plants and stuff, yeah.
What about, Bushy Hill?
I think she'll do that.
Yeah, should we call her?
Oh, yeah, I'll talk to her. Talked to Sarah earlier today.
Oh, good.
And then I guess the other thing we have, we probably should decide this. So in the minutes, you guys tossed around a title.
Oh, yeah.
Theme, a focus on a
Theme,
title.
right.
And I meant to look up that, because I thought it was actually pretty good, that AI thing I generated a couple months ago about, and there were some buzzwords in there, but you may have grabbed some of those anyway off. I wrote it. I read it so long ago. But any, because I looked at this and, even though I hearken back to, somebody saying environmental implies different things, but I still think it's a pretty decent word. Actually, it was in this magazine, yeah, that they wanted how many.
This year, I think.
Oh, no, I didn't have it. That somebody had mentioned, the environment, was not the best descriptor, but I think it is.
Oh, I
Like
see.
environmental issues, what can I do? I liked, this generation of taking it back to the person, because that's really what it's, the information
Yeah.
that you can take home and.
The environment in you.
I think we talked about, it's the environmental fair, right?
Mhm.
So maybe a subtitle.
Yeah,
I
right,
talked
would be.
about was education for action. Something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, you had that, yeah, education for action.
Yeah.
That's kind of,
Good. I like that as a subtitle for.
it's very,
Yeah.
implies
Do something after you
Yeah,
learn.
some
Mhm.
action verb sort of thing in there. Yeah, because I think if we hone in on that as we start sending stuff out to
Right.
people, we should
Mhm.
have,
Add that into the.
add that in. So I don't know, everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, environmental fair,
Colon, education for action.
Done.
Okay, great.
Any other nuts and bolts, things that we have to decide today beyond getting that list? Got the
Well,
time?
there's the list and then you've marked up the registration form too, so it looks like they have a good.
Yeah,
I know
I'm
Deb's been on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the outreach email and the registration
These are
form.
the ideas that I had.
Yes, I think that,
Make those changes.
okay.
And then, I'll just send them to everybody and then you can use those to reach out to people.
Okay, perfect.
And then follow up soon afterwards with either a phone call or, that's what we did last time is you send these things out to explain it and then follow up with a phone call if they have questions. Or another, people, text them or whatever.
What if we do a press release or put something on social media announcing
Mhm.
the environmental fair, and if you'd like to participate?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Who took care of our press release stuff last time? I don't have any different. All right, yeah.
And then
Oh, yeah,
I
that's right.
did
You
the
had a
ad for
great
the
list, yeah.
Harbor News.
Yeah.
So yeah, I still
We
have
want to get
that.
some directional signage too, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Really
Let- Little time to do that.
You have photographs of the last.
Yeah, I can send them to everybody.
Great, that's wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Because now we can put that in the Harbor News.
And they did.
Mhm. Now
Because there was a photograph in Harbor News last year, right?
Yeah.
What did we get? What did we take a picture of? Oh, no, I mean before the event.
Oh, right. Right, there
So now we
wasn't.
have a picture.
Now we have a picture.
Yeah.
So
Right.
That makes a huge
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, this was the article that
Yeah.
they did the week
That was
after.
false.
Oh,
Yeah.
what was was it just the article? Was that his picture? Oh, yeah, that's great. Oh, that's right, because the guy was there taking pictures. Yeah, so we'll have to make sure he comes. Yeah.
What's this one?
I don't know where I have that.
It's.
Oh, somebody sent that.
Oh, Peter gave us copies of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the, this other, these news letters, they have like CT examiners, do they carry articles that have all politics?
I don't read it, I didn't know.
Okay. there's a whole bunch of these small
I know, yeah.
streaming publications.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the whole, the Zip 06, so there's a version of this for like Madison, Brantford.
Oh, yeah.
And
this
for-
was
yeah,
just,
there's a
you know,
version that
That
was
was just
East Line,
information,
so,
not for the form, but.
you know,
yeah.
we could find out when they put events in there. I
Oh,
don't know
sure.
how widespread it is, when it goes to, you know.
Yeah, we have that, you know,
So you see things for like Guilford. So. Okay, yeah.
yeah, because we have,
Can list it now.
what they call that neighbor,
Oh, yeah.
we have our Know It Has one, which ironically is everybody in the state. I mean, it's not like, no, it just keeps expanding.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know, everybody just keeps joining and pretty soon then all the commercial people jump in and so
No.
Yeah.
there's nothing in it.
More slap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right, so do I understand right that we're having the same leads as we had last year? So I just need to
Yep.
do ones under land conservation. Did anyone have some of these? Because I didn't actually reach out to all these and I'm,
Yeah, no, I
Glad
don't feel
to.
like you do, because I think I didn't end up reaching out to a whole, that many, because some of you guys did, so I'm happy to do.
yeah, so I mean, I'm glad to do these. I just want to make sure I don't.
Is that the Audubon?
Land trust, that's our land trust, right?
He is part of the.
Yeah.
Audubon.
Yeah,
Yes, they participated last
Yeah.
year, they'll definitely do it again.
yeah, okay, so
Yes.
do you want to take care of the land? You're the one from the land trust, right? You
Yeah.
want to ask them?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Mhm.
I mean, I'm glad to, yeah, but you
Yeah,
go
we
there.
can do it.
Okay, great. And what about Park and Rec? Have we talked about including them?
I can talk to them tomorrow, find out.
Didn't we think last year that we should
Yeah,
have
you know
included
what,
them?
they had the fishing tournament that same day.
Oh,
Even though it was, remember, it was icky weather, but they still, so,
Yeah,
yeah, we
yeah.
can ask, yeah, see,
Yes.
because I think they were, because I had reached out to Ray as well, and I felt like they said, yeah, we'll think of something to, you know, advertise or be there and have. a
yeah,
place.
and then, I mean, because they could advertise the need for the stewardship, have like a sign up for that.
Yeah, and actually, there's a meeting on Thursday. Ray's pulled just a few people together. As a woman coming from, oh, it's Amy, somebody that she's from a more state level stewardship type person. And so I think it's like me and Kathy Conley and a few others to figure out, you know, how could we bolster that in our town? So I'll see what comes out of that and whether even this person could come too. Like, I don't
Mhm.
know what her.
Did Kathy come to us? She
Yeah,
spoke. at-
yeah, she spoke at it, yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
presented, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and we talked last time about the idea of maybe having a walk. This was your idea
Oh,
with
yeah.
Kathy.
Right.
With,
Yeah, because I was thinking of, yeah,
because there's all that land. you know,
there's a lot of land
there.
and they've done a lot of invasive control in that area and in March, I'm not sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, how much, that's true, that's right,
Yeah.
that's what we said, yeah.
Actually, you know, the invasives are the first things to show their faces
Mhm.
and that's, they take advantage of that. So they might be all out full force before anything else is. Well,
Well, if nothing else, we can tell people, when you leave here, go take a walk. Put little signs up.
Right, right.
Yeah, because I thought that too, Lori, when I read that, I thought, well, it's a neat idea, but then it's how do you fit in the timing?
Yeah,
And then if it's, yeah, not the greatest weather, it makes it tougher.
if it's good weather and someone's talking and Kathy's participating and someone's chatting her up and curious, she can always. just
Yeah,
step out
she
to
can,
the
yeah,
farm.
no, she could, yeah, yeah. Grab a bunch of people. Yeah. And I think, did you talk about an auction or items to give away, or I'm trying to remember, was that, we can do that even maybe next time, door prize.
yeah,
I do have one, Debbie, I thought of you, I'm gonna lend it to you. My friend of mine, well, Tim, who probably, actually, I could see if Tim wants to do something from, because he's now more connected, not so much Pride's Corner, but, what's the plants that you see all the time? Oh my goodness, something beauty.
Oh, is it American Beauty? No. Might be American Beauty. Anyway, he may come and do something too, but he gave me a book that's called The Common Sense Gardener. And it's about like this big and this thick. And it's a guy who it made me think so much of you and I and talking to Bonnie and stuff. But he said, you know, you read this plethora of information and people get so overwhelmed when they're a more newer, boy, great English, Christine, a new gardener who's, you know, faced with this. And he calls it down to say, here's the things that, you know, you really need to worry about. And so it's from a small printing, but I may try to see if I can get another copy or a couple to give away.
Yeah.
It's a lovely book. It really is.
Yeah.
I started reading it and some of it, a lot I knew, but I thought, wow, this is just like one-stop shopping of, because he talks about, you know, herbicides and all that. Yeah. Anyway, I'll see about getting copies of that to give away. And
Well, that sounds great.
And I will actually ask Tim if he can think of something he might, because he was there hanging out for a while, see if he can.
Did we talk about Ecology Club? If you wanted to do a table?
Oh, no, I was actually gonna ask someone else asked like for their opinion on what they would like. We just haven't had a meeting.
Yeah.
We're supposed to have one last Friday, it was the break and everything, but, I'll talk to Istio,
Oh, yeah.
who's the teacher. Yeah, I guess we could do a table. What were we gonna talk about, like?
I don't know,
I feel like I
something
should.
about the green.
Yeah, the greenhouse.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
have some pictures or.
Yeah, like before and after.
House
Oh, you
or.
mean like us present what our club is about and what we do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think there
think-
was something specific.
Yeah, people,
I think
I think people in town would love to see that.
Yeah, no, we can do that. You have to ask, we can do.
Yeah, I think it would be nice
That'd
to
be
just,
great.
yeah. 'Cause you
You
guys
could
are
also
pretty active.
possibly combine that because young people you could have the coloring books with them too and have a table set up with the
Oh, near
the
them, yeah.
little kids come and see you too and, you know, and try to appeal to them. And, one of your members could supervise the coloring book table, you know, something like that. Yeah.
All right, I think we have enough homework. So, yeah, if we get, the spreadsheet, I think everybody's been able to access it. I know I got on and, yeah.
So I'll make a couple tweaks to the.
Okay,
to the
we'll have that.
outreach letter and the registration form, and I'll send it out to you.
Right, and so, yeah, maybe within, you know, like within the week, let's get all of our names attached to something. Deb,
Okay.
you don't have to do, you don't have to get
Your
it.
second email we should use, right? Not the first one.
I'll send something out.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, for the list of, presenters. You had sent one out and then there was a correction or something?
No, the
No?
list of presenters is in the Google
Google
spreadsheet,
Doc,
which is
yeah.
with the Google Doc.
Mhm.
So that's
Yeah,
not
okay.
a changing, that's something everyone's gonna be changing.
Okay.
And we can add presenters to
You
that
can add
ourselves, yeah.
Name
Yeah,
it
just the
something.
Excel spreadsheet that is
And
there.
Francine last time, suggested I add a tab for notes and information, which I did, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
look at it and see if she had, because she.
It was empty today. I
Okay.
saw you had put that in there, but it was,
Oh, this is
No,
the
that's-
new notes. These are
New
old notes,
Yeah,
right?
I just added a tab, so I don't know.
Okay.
yeah, that's old.
These are old
That's from
notes,
last
right,
year, yeah,
right.
which I think they're still in there, but yeah,
Yeah,
because you
yeah.
have the tab for 2025, which is nice reference.
Right, so we can look
Yeah.
back at it and see.
Yeah, I see.
Did a little bit of.
Did we see if the participants want to maybe put something on the registration form, asking them if they want to donate a blow prize or?
And I think we had that on the registration form, but it's not, I'll add it. Yeah.
Yeah, because last time I did get a basket from, the bird store.
That was a nice basket.
You could ask her again. Well, Kathy, I think, had put me in touch with the lady that's the manager. Name I forget right now, but I must have it somewhere. Okay, anything else? I think we're all right. Well, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion.
Second.
All in
Oh,
favor?
spoke up this time.
Learned. He's a quick learner. All in favor?
Aye.